Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday. What's up, David and Mitch? I see you're already in the chat. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Excuse me. But before we start, I just wanted to say one more time, as I'm going to say this at the beginning of all the live streams, the old type of videos haven't gone away. I don't have the time to work on them right now. So right now, the live streams is the best way for me to be able to put out content, and on top of that, still interact with the people and the members and people who like the videos and stuff. So can't do them right now because I just don't have time. As soon as I have more time, I will work on them. I have one I'm kind of working on right now, but I don't have a whole lot of time to work on it. But as soon as I do, I will start posting those. So just bear with me for the time being. When they do come back, the live streams will still be here. It's just going to be, it's added content. We're not switching things, or by we, I mean I, because I'm the only one who works here. So anyway, what's up, Leox Rock? First stream. What's up, Reggie? Mace is here. A lot of information has come out. There's a lot of stuff that actually happened for Black Series 2. There's a lot of stuff now shipping. But so that's what, yes. Yep. What you see is what you get. Sorry to disappoint you. But there is a ton of stuff for Black Series and TVC. There's some like release dates and stuff for some stuff that we didn't know when it was coming out. More stuff is shipping to the US. On top of that, the Hasbro Pulsecon is coming, and they have the schedules up so we can see when there's Star Wars stuff or G.I. Joe or anything. What's up, Darth? And the exclusives, I want to go over those quickly again so we can see how unimaginative and bland and overpriced they are, just one more time before we get the opportunity to pre-order them. And they've actually told us how to pre-order them now, in case you were wondering how to do that. So that's about it. On top of, and then the starting lineups. Let me see what else I had written down here. And then and there's some other stuff for Star Wars that actually came out, which is kind of cool that I want to mention. And and the Haslab. And the Haslab, the period to get it back to where you get the extra figure has lapsed. And then after that point, they had to get up to 9,000 backers. And then the extra figure was going to be included. Kind of like the G.I. Joe his tank. But it didn't make it by the deadline. So as soon as that happened, a bunch of people backed out. They lost like 2,000 backers. It's starting to creep back up again. But that's just another example of something that's overpriced. But if you saw my post before about it, or even the thumbnail for this, the major thing that I wanted everyone to talk about was, where are these prices coming from, and whether or not the employees are smoking crack at Hasbro. It could be. We don't know. The evidence is there, but I don't know if we can come to any definitive conclusions today, but it could definitely be possible. It seems as though the ketamine addicted monkey may have been, there he is, has been pretty busy. He might have been getting, some of the other employees to partake in his rampant partying and drug abuse while he makes these decisions. And I guess the first one that pertains to us is the Amazon 2-pack for the Mando and the Ahsoka. Yeah, that's what I think has happened over there. The stalls are always filled in those bathrooms. Yep. They might be, yeah, who knows? Just as bad. They might have surpassed tracking with weights and meth. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if if the decisions are making around me, it'd probably be more like crack. Meth isn't really around here, but other parts of the country could be. There he is. Double fisting, passing out lines to people. Just a terrible influence on all the employees. Oh, there you go. And that's another thing that's yeah. And there you go. That's so the Maldo Crease 2-pack that's a Target exclusive has been hitting people have been finding it in stores. But it's the price has increased. It's now $38.99. I think originally it was $36.99, which is also high. That's also high. Um, but now they've bumped it up. They've waited long enough that they bumped it up to $38.99. That's $39, which is the same price as the Credit Collection Dark Trooper. Remember that steaming pile of overpricedness? Well, they're the same price. So, what's up, Jedi Hunter? Yes. So, what's up, Chaz? Oh, Chaz, maybe I can find one of your. He had a good. Oh yeah, about the Amazon, right? With I don't the They Live glasses. Maybe I can hold on. Let me see if I can find it. He had a really funny meme that he does. He does a lot of action figure related memes, which are hilarious. So they had one about the cloak, and which just kind of boils down. Oh, did he only send it to me? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So if you're a fan of sci-fi and 80s horror and sci-fi, which I am, that's like my like go-to. Here we go. We get the They Live glasses. There he is, John Nada from They Live. You got the so if you get it, this is hilarious. So you just have to be a fan of They Live. So yeah, I think this is yeah. Here we go. They're treating the Grogu like a third. They're calling it a 3-pack, by the way. I think that's what it says, right? It says 3-pack. Grogu does not count as a figure. He doesn't count as a figure. He doesn't count. That's crazy. He's this big. So it's $67 for Ahsoka, Mando, and Grogu. But here's the thing. This is great. This is the great part about it. There are no new. Everything is. The Ahsoka and the Mando are repacked. Those aren't new sculpts. They don't warrant this type of price. That's 67 divided by 2 is what? Is 33.50. Okay? So that's basically what you're paying, and then for Ahsoka accessory. On top of that, maybe just say that they're regular priced. Say that each figure is $24.99, right? Which the Ahsoka's 24, Mando's 24. That equals $50. That means we're paying $17 for the Grogu. Are you kidding me? How does that make any sense? Now you're getting new things here, but the sculpts aren't new. How many Mandos have they been released? So I mean, I think the sculpt is paid for itself at this point. I mean, they've released like 10 or so. You know who? Hold on, let me see. So Yakface posted this thing of all the Mandos that have been released in the Black Series. Let me see if I can bring it up. So I think the sculpt has paid for itself at this point. You know, I think you're not in the red anymore with the cost of the sculpt. Here we go. Here it is, right here. So we got these, right? That's 3 Credit Collection Mandos. Beskar Mando, Carbonized Mando, regular Mando, First Edition Mando. Boo you, First Edition Mando. And then that's not it. And then there's these ones. We got regular, we got muddy, we got extra crispy or extra freezy. And then we got this one. Now, Ahsoka too. They just made the Ahsoka sculpt, but they just released it regularly, and they just released the credit collection version, which is available for pre-order now. So it's getting plenty of use too. I'm sure they'll paint it silver and call it the silverized one, and we'll get that one too. So all we got in this pack that's new, we got a newly sculpted Grogu, but who do we need that? Like, how many different things can you put on a figure that's less than an inch tall? He's got the spear and the spear hook out thing on his back, right? And then we have a cloak for Ahsoka, which is also something they've already had made. I think it's the exact same sculpt from a different, the exact same cloak from a different figure. I forget. That's gonna kill me about which figure it is. It was a girl Jedi too. So here we go. You got this on his back. Wait, no, right here. There you go. Spear on the back. Cloak. Grogu with new hands, I guess. Nice. Soft goods. Cool. $67 for you. So I don't know. This is pretty damning evidence that there's some crack smoking going on over at Hasbro. You know, I don't know. Yeah, he gets it. Walter Van Winkle's back. What's up, Walter? So, I don't know. It's tough to swallow, I have to say. Now, I also have to say that I did pre-order it, but I didn't pre-order it because I wanted it. I pre-ordered it in case it sold out, and I wanted in the future. I'm like, oh, I should have got that for whatever reason, just to save one, save a slot for me, just one for me. So it didn't sell out, and it hasn't sold out. So but that's why I pre-ordered it. So I don't think a lot of people pre-ordered it. I thought that there was a chance that it might sell out from like for people who are newer collectors who don't have either. But I think at this point, I think everyone has gotten plenty of opportunities to get yourself a Mando. But so they updated the paint on Mando. Is that what we're saying here? So yeah, hey, this is a good point. Look at this. I've mentioned this a couple times. It was on one of my lists too. That on my wish lists. We should get a pre-Vizsla, right? If you're gonna make all these Mandos. I mean, you could do so much with that Mando sculpt too, right? Like, well, not specifically, but like any Mando sculpt. So I forgot Star Wars God Ray. Yes. That's another question that we're gonna get to. I didn't get to it yet. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't see this. Here's news. The Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett. Oh, the droid, the droid one. Yeah. So that's one of the pieces of news I wanted to get to. So I guess I haven't checked, but according to this Jedi Crafts, you can get it online right now. It's back up for pre-order. It's been hitting stores recently. This is the Black Series one we're talking about. I want to make sure that everybody knows what we're talking about here. So where is this bad boy? So yeah, it's been hitting stores. People have just been finding its stores now. So it's back up. It also has, if you pre-ordered it, it now has an October 2nd release date. Also, so does the TVC exclusive, the Target exclusive TVC Axe Wolves. Same thing, October 2nd, and the exclusive TVC Morak Boba Fett. That's also says October 2nd. The third one I haven't someone told me that one. I haven't double checked. But yeah, so they all should be coming soon. And this was a good question. So Did anybody pre-order the Andor Target exclusive Black Series figures that were available for pre-order on Friday? Did anyone? I didn't. They do nothing for me. I didn't get them. Here, these are the ones we're talking about. They're available for pre-order right now. It's Imperial Officer Ferrex and the Shore Trooper. Another piece of news that I wanted, this is related to another piece of news I wanted to mention, is that the Target exclusive Galen Urso and Anton Merrick are now down to $7 at some Targets. You can get them for $7. Okay. And they got on clearance pretty quickly. So just judging by that, why would I now pay full price for these two clowns who are probably both going to end up in the same position for $7 eventually? So no, I didn't pre-order them. So, but if you did, no hate. I'm just saying you'll probably be able to get them cheaper pretty soon when they come out. I mean, these were available for pre-order for a year. Let me see here. Yes, Chaz, that's what I'm talking about right there. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. When I watched the Mando season 3 trailer, all I saw was the amount of Mandos that are going to reuse and repack. That's awesome. I pre-ordered a while back at work when it came out because I thought it was new and going to be great. Couldn't really check it out. And when I got home, I found out it was a repack. There you go. Somebody happens. So, that's another thing that I'm not gonna be able to talk about today, and I wanted to. I don't know. I haven't seen the Andor episodes yet, so I can't talk about that today. I was gonna watch them last night just specifically for this, for the live stream, but I kind of got some like bad. I don't know. I got some bad news last night, and I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't in the mood to do it. But I'll watch for next time so we can talk about it. But yeah, I couldn't. I was not up to it. So also, I mean, another on the topic that we're talking about, also the wasn't the Iron Spider, like, didn't you guys show me pictures of it being $31.99? The Marvel Legends one, right? Pete Jedi Winter's comment. Okay. Jedi Winter. Jedi Winter's comment. I don't see him. It must be way down here. Jedi Hunter? I don't know. Maybe why don't you just tell me what it says? Because I'm not gonna find it. Yeah. You know what? This sounds so like horrible. I heard that they're that great. I heard that episode 1 and 2 aren't that great. I agree with you. I'd actually buy that. If they just did a new mold of the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, I would buy that. It's terrible to say. But I would. But I just maybe that's one that needs a new mold. Oh. Oh. All right, let me see if I can find it. Yep, I agree. So it says Target made many collectors wait over a year for these, and now they're clearanced when people just paid full price retail for them. Yeah, I don't know this next one, I don't understand the rush of clearance figure. I don't know why they went to clearance so quickly, including the Saw Gerrera. I have no idea why that happened, but I feel that even the Saw Gerrera was overpriced. That was crazy. I would never pay full price for that. I just and I think that, you know, the funny thing about it is one of the funny things is I think Patrick said in one of the things that he was like, "Oh yeah, Sangarera, I demanded we get a new mold for that one." I'm like, "That's the guy you demanded." I mean, you probably needed one anyway because I don't think you have any. Maybe you do, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any molds that would work for a Saw Gerrera. But still, like, that's not like if I was like, oh, man, maybe make a new character. Well, what do we need a new mold for? Saw Gerrera was not on the top of my list. Um. Oh, great, interesting. Um. Jedi. See, I'm probably in the minority. I told you I would buy it, but I'm probably in the minority. No offense, but I'm good on the Boba Fett. Right? They've ruined Boba Fett, Drew, by with all these different um releases. Yeah, here we go. Halo went from being the coolest character in all of Star Wars to a Banta boy with overpriced and outdated figures. Yeah, and you know what was funny when they back before they did the show and before Mando. And when they were talking about doing a standalone Boba Fett movie, which turned into the Mandalorian, Mandalorian series, that was one of my biggest fears, and I saw other people say it. Just like, you know, part of the awesomeness of Boba Fett is his mystique and the mystery about him. And if you take that away, you know, he might turn into a less likable character. And I was like, I hope that's the only thing that they don't do. And it's kind of happened at this point, unfortunately. Um, I mean, when would you you know, there's the Boba Fett figure for the Mandalorian when he's in the Tython figure that you can get that for under retail. Like, when was the last time you could get a Boba Fett figure release and you could get it for under retail? Like, while it's still in stores. That doesn't happen. So, unfortunately, it's kind of happened now. So, you know, it's tough because he was one of my favorite characters, and he was, and I mean, I hope they do it with the show, the Book of Boba Fett show. Is I really just want to see him in action around the time of Empire Strikes Back to Return of the Jedi. Can I just? Why would you deprive us of that? Like, I want to see him kicking ass back then. That's what I want to see. That's what I hope was going to be part of Book of Boba Fett. If you're going to do flashback scenes, let's see that, please. I don't know. I don't know. So I haven't seen Andor yet. I've heard mixed reviews. I hope that it's good. Um, yeah. I mean, yeah. So that was the reason why I had a lot of hope for it. Is when you saw the big wide cinematic shots of the trailers, you're like, all right. So this was actually shot on location. I think it was in Scotland, as opposed to whatever they do. Yeah, whatever they call the place where they did the other shows, which is meh. You know what I mean? So yeah, unfortunately, I've heard some bad things. So, but I'm still gonna watch it. I fell asleep, Richie says. He fell asleep watching it. Right? Right now, the only Boba Fett that seems to not be on clearance is the Target exclusive Morak one I just talked about, which says an October 2nd release date now. If you pre-ordered it, it should be coming. But he's way overpriced. Yes, he is a $21 TVC figure. There's no bells and whistles. He's not a deluxe. He's $21 for a regular TVC figure. That is insane. And I can't, and he's sold out. He's sold out. The pre-order sold out. I mean, obviously that's, you know, collector's fault, but like I said in the most recent video that I did, you can't make Boba Fett or Clone Wars stuff exclusives. That's not fair. People don't. You shouldn't make them as super hard to get. So hold on, I'm bringing up the Morak one so we can look at it. So this is it. This is the Morak one. Oops. Bear with me. Okay. Yeah, just bear with me for a second here. Okay, so here it is. So no, that's not it. It's right here. I got it. Okay. Here. Yes. Sure. Okay. So that's it. It's 21 bucks. It's $20.99. How is that possible? How, and we were all just okay with this. I mean, I still pre-ordered it. I mean, I'm part of the problem here. I still pre-ordered this because I wasn't going to miss out on a Boba Fett exclusive. Because you know what happens when you miss out on those is when you decide that you want to have it. Now it's $40, and you're like, God. For example, is that even in here? Similar thing happened with this one. I pre-ordered it. They canceled it on me. I didn't notice. And then I had to go to eBay to get it. And it was like 30 something bucks. So this has been a serious problem. Now I understand. Listen, I understand prices of things are going up. Gasoline's going up, except, it's on the way down, but it was really high for a while. It's more manageable now. But everything was more expensive. But these prices are just getting out of control. Wow, we got a lot of Andor was boring. Okay. So yeah, you read my mind. You read my mind. The whole time I was hoping Bossk Dengar would show up in Book of Boba Fett. Me too. Okay. Man, what do you think we would see for Pulsecon? So, I haven't heard anything, I don't think, but there's supposed to be, like I said last time, there's supposed to be 55 figure reveals. What percentage Star Wars is, I don't know, although they usually are heavily Star Wars. So we'll see what we get. They'll probably reveal so the Halloween figures will probably be available for pre-order. I know the not the Target one, the Walmart one, which is the Wookiee, that's going to be available for pre-order October 6th, I think, for the Walmart Collector Con. Yeah, so it's a little so please no more credit collection. Yes. So that usually a couple days before we get some, Yakface gives us a couple leaks of what could be available or what's coming. Hopefully we get some TVC information, because TVC has just been taking a back seat for a while. So we're not gonna get any carbonized figures because the carbonized line has been nixed. So we're not gonna get any more of that crap. Thank goodness. We probably will get some Return of the Jedi reveals, I think, for next year, because everything we're going to get is going to be for 2023, pretty much everything. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what it is. But I'm kind of, I'm prepared for nothing great. Maybe they'll show us what the Wave 3 for the Return of the Jedi 40th figures will be. They might. I said the Halloween. They'll probably show us the Halloween figures in person, which would be cool for those. They'll probably reveal the third one. It's just an Amazon exclusive. We'll probably get that. Hopefully we get maybe we'll get some information on the Return of the Jedi bunker or the speeder. So that should be cool. But we'll see. So, yeah, so Z-Force. Has anyone else have Target charge you for your pre-orders, then a refund to repeatedly? Yes, that's what they do. It is such a pain in the butt. They keep it on a hold, and then for a little while, if it doesn't get delivered in that period of time, they refund it and then charge you again like the next day or a couple days later, and they keep doing this until it actually comes out. So it is the most acidine way to go about it. I don't know how they decided on that, but that's how they do it. So yeah, it's everybody. But I don't know if you guys saw, but we finally got to see the starting lineup figures. Now there's a whole panel on the starting lineup figures on during Pulsecon. But we've not only did we get to see them, we got to see the price, and they're $50 friggin' dollars. They're $50, which is absolutely insane. Okay, that floors me. Like, how are they so much? But okay, I understand. Okay, so I understand that they come with. So there's licensing problems involved. That's what I can say. So there's licensing. I understand. But still, this is ridiculous. Who is going to buy that for $50? That. All right, where are they? Right here. They're 6-inch scale, and they're $50 figures. What are you talking about? So I understand you gotta get. So they made a lot of decisions with it. I understand you have to get licensing from Nike probably, and from the players themselves and the NBA, but that's just an insane price. So here's the thing. Right. So yeah. So Jamie again, what's up? So maybe you should have cut down a little bit on what they come with. You have to do something to cut this price. $50 is crazy. Now I understand that they come with an NFT. Let's all get excited for this NFT. Just because that doesn't mean anything. NFTs can also be worthless. I don't think that the Hasbro NFTs that come with these are going to be worth any money at any point. When I was a kid, the same thing happened. When I was a kid, Post cereal had baseball cards in it. They had Post baseball cards. They were worthless. They're still worthless. It doesn't make a difference. And even if you were going to include something like that, you should offer them without it at a lower price, because not everybody cares about it. Now, I understand why they decided to include them. I understand the thing. Yes, NFTs. So I understand why you decided to include them, because this is the sports. This is a crossover here with the sports memorabilia community, and they're after credit baseball cards and stuff like that is on are very high right now. They've dipped a little bit, but still, that's the type of stuff that they like. But totally unnecessary. You know what else you could have done to cut this price is, why do we need them to be wearing their own shoes? They all have their own shoe deals, most with different companies. Most of them are Nike. Why don't you just put them all in black shoes or something? You didn't need to spend all the money on that. I guess it's cool, but I don't understand. I guess that's cool, but I don't know. I can't. I think you would have been better off. I think you might have been better off doing a lot of other things generically. Like, I think you could probably get. I don't know if you can't, but if you could get the uniforms without the swoosh on it, or something, like you if you're going to do this, you have to think that, oh, I don't know about that. The old ones never didn't have any shoes. Or you could have done this, like the original starting line of figures were only 4-inch scale, I think. They were like 4.5. You could have done them smaller too. But if I was buying a Jason Tatum figure, which I thought about buying until I went to the price because I live in that area in the Northeast, I would not give a crap if they had the Jordan 108s Jason Tatums on them or just black shoes. That would not make a difference to me. And if it's going to make that huge of a difference in price, then maybe you should have skipped it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe for a certain demographic, basically the younger people, they might care, but I don't care about any of their listen, I'm a sneakerhead. I don't care about any of their new shoes at all, ever. Give me Jordan 4s. I don't care about any LeBrons. I don't care about any of their shoes. Most of them are ugly anyway. So if I was buying the figures, I wouldn't care about it. I don't know. It's just that's just me. So if the NBA license comes with the sponsors, then I don't know. Maybe they're only paying for 2 licenses. Maybe so. I don't know if because I know the figure their individual likenesses and the NBA license maybe, but still you got to do something. Like this price is insane. There's no way you can convince me that that everything you're included costs that much to make, and they're giving us some type of deal. So I know who's Mace. Wait, is it Mace? Somebody else in here is a sneakerhead, right? So well, here's the thing. Not everybody's a sneakerhead, but it's not really these guys' shoes that cost a lot of money. They're mostly retail, and you can get them on clearance. The shoes that cost a lot of money are not the shoes that they're wearing. The shoes that cost a lot of money are retro Jordans and exclusives and stuff. These guys. It's not like nobody's paying $500 for a pair of Jason Tatums. So I don't know. So I don't know. I'm just reading some of the comments. Okay. I was all on board until I wasn't. There you go. Me too. So right. I don't know. I think that you're right. Some of the LeBrons do. Like recently, what was those? The Toon Squads? Those were pretty expensive until they went on clearance. But here's another thing too: is that a lot of times you can still, even if the markups are a little big on sneakers, you can find a store that has them in stock. A lot of the time. Here we go. Jordan 3s and 4s. That's it. That's all you need. And 11. That's all you need. And then 5. And then 1. And that's about it. It is. Also, oh my goodness. Have you those, what are the Jordan 4s, the black ones? Are they the black cement? What are they? They're God, I gotta look them up. The Jordan 4s on October 1st. Oh my goodness. Those black canvas ones? Yeah, the black canvas ones. Gotta get those. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get the fire red. They've done like similar things to the fire reds a lot. So, and I don't really, I don't personally, I don't wear a lot of red, even though they're all white. But you know, you have enough pairs of shoes that you can match them to your colors that you're wearing. And I literally have 0 things that are red. Yo, those Canvas 4s, I'm telling you, that's some shit. I gotta get those. Those are a real deal. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's why you want them. So you guys are red your favorite color. I don't have any red. But still, with the sneaker, well, we can talk about sneakers for a long time. But still, $50, insane. I would like to see the numbers of what the pre-orders look like. I wish I could see. I wish I could see how many they've actually gotten. And this is a recurring problem. With, and I'm not a Marvel Legends guy. I don't have a lot of Marvel Legends. I have a handful, but the Ghost Rider seems a little overpriced as well, maybe considering maybe that the Galactus was about the same price. So was, and not only that, the Sentinel was too. They were like 400, and then this thing is 350. So I know there's been some like Hasbro defenders out there who are like telling us, yeah, dude, I wish this too. Why can't they got to do something about this? They, I mean, I mean, I should be able to get the ones that the sneakers that I want. Like I should be able to get the kicks that I want. And the prices have been dipping, which is I think is a good thing. You know, I think it just, you know, the ebbs and flows and everything was really high. And now they're going down. So that's exciting for me, but I don't know. They got to do something about it. Oh, D&D. Hey, Sean, what's up? I wasn't even going to mention the D&Ds. I don't know anything about D&D, but we can look at them if you want. The Target has the D&D. Target has the D&D figures. They're like cartoon-esque D&D figures. They're on. Oh, that's what we could look at though. Let me bring them up. So, I don't know much about D&D. Here they are. But even if you don't care about them, this is something to look at just because you can see this is the packaging without a window. The windowless packaging for a carded figure from Hasbro. Which is kind of interesting here. So I don't know anything about D&D, but I did take note of this packaging, which could be coming soon to, you know, a figure line near you. So it was just something to keep in mind. I can't. Really? So I don't know. I never even know there was a show. I don't remember a show from the 80s. I don't. Was it early 80s? I don't remember, Sean. You know what's funny, Mace? So the other day I walked in and they had like a few pair. They had like the Citrus sevens. What else do they have? Oh, they had those new 12s that came out that are white with the gray. That are all white, but the outside of the toe there is gray. They had like a few, and I was like, "What is happening?" I'm like, "Am I in the Twilight Zone?" They had multiple Jordans on the shelf to buy. So okay, so David Edge says articulated ninja review showed a Mattel Batmobile. Oh, I remember that thing. But for $250 from 2017, it was insane. Link to phone, lights, smoke, revolving Gatling guns, 6-inch Batman figure, ridiculously good. I remember that. I don't think it was 2017 though, but it might have been more recent. But I remember that. So With that being said, are you saying that the Ghost Rider one is appropriately priced, or are you saying that no, you're obviously saying the opposite. So you're saying that 350 is definitely too expensive for what we're getting here. I know, it's crazy. It sucks. I know. Only ones there that didn't sell. I know. Crazy. Nice. Look at this guy. People might be cooling it on that. You know what else is you know what else is they've here's another thing that I think might be happening. I mean, it's overload because they release so many of them of the Jordans. They release so many of them, and there's so many people who are trying to resell them now that the prices have dipped. That a lot of so the people aren't getting them, just the resellers are getting them because it's impossible to get them as a person. You can't. You need a sneaker bot to get them, basically. Pretty much. I mean, you might luck out, but you really need a sneaker bot. So they're all going to resellers and they're all competing against each other. So the price just keeps dipping. But also it's because we're pretty far along in the Jordans, and a lot of like the cool colorways have already come out. So the new ones that they're doing are a lot are like not great colorways, and some of them are kind of crazy. And you're just like, I would never wear these shoes before. Whereas all like the ones that you would think like, would be a great colorway is this, like more neutral colors have already come out. So it's a lot of re-releases of those old ones that were good colorways because they're running out of good colorways to do. Yeah, these colorways suck, dude. I'm right with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I want a Rancor too. So, so the Rancor, yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I think is happening. So, yeah, the Rancor would be great. I looking back, the Rancor would actually be pretty cool to have right now. But also, well, let's talk a little bit more about the Star Wars stuff. So prices are insane. The credit collection is $27.99. You know, um, but I wanted to get to the but on that note, I wanted to get back to yeah, those are cool. Yeah, the playoff 13s are great. So anyway, so there's a list of stuff that I wanted to stuff that's starting to ship to the US. So I kind of I just have my so I wanted to go over it or just see what's actually while we're here we can go like this. So this was posted by Bandai, and check this bad boy out. So they do I think it's Mishu movie realization figures. They've done this for other Star Wars figures as well. But now you can pre-order the Book of Boba Fett one, which looks pretty awesome. I have the regular Boba Fett one from back in the day, because I just think they're really cool. But I don't know, he comes with a lot of accessories and stuff. I think he's pretty awesome looking. So he's available. It's from Bandai. They're the company that does Tamishi Nations. They do the SH figure art stuff. So yeah, I thought it looked pretty awesome. But so yeah, so this is interesting. So I don't know, maybe it will. So I think there's enough time for the Ghost Rider thing to back. So I before you came in, I mentioned that for the Ghost Rider that the time period to get the extra figure if it got fully backed like 9,000 by a specific day, which has passed, that it would include that extra Reyes figure. But that date came and went, and it did not get to 9,000. and so they immediately lost like 1,500 to 2,000 backers after that date, because people are like, well, I'm not getting the extra figure, so why am I backing it? But it just slowly creeped back up. It's almost to 6,000 again. The last time I checked before the live stream, before the live stream. So we'll see what happens. It only really needs to get another 3,000 to get backed. So, and it has until October 31st. So I think it might get backed, but we'll see. But the difference between this one and the Rancor is that people are actually, it gets more and more backers like every day. You can see it going up, other than the time where they went down. The Rancor, unfortunately, and one of the biggest difference. Now, it seems they learned their lesson with the figure thing from the Rancor. You know, I think they learned their lesson that you need to include a figure, at least one figure up front immediately. You got to include the figure. The His Tank did. This one does. You have to. You have to make it seem like they're getting a good deal, which is another reason why they did this thing with the His Tank, which worked, and they tried it again with this one. Is if the early bird backing period, which allows you to get an additional figure to get it backed immediately, it worked with the His Tank. Didn't quite work with the Ghost Rider, but again, His Tank seemed a little bit more appropriately priced, and in people's mind, I don't think that Hasbro kind of understand it. There's a psychology to it. There's a psychology to it in people's minds, and different tiers, that they may not, that they know are not in their head. Whereas where 299.99 just sounds unconsciously to your head cheaper, significantly cheaper than $350. $299.99 just sounds cheaper to you. It just sounds cheaper. And then I think on top you have to pay for tax and shipping. So something that's $350, after all that's going to be like $400. If it's $299, after that we're talking like $325 or something. It's different. Your brain just, so I think that has something to do with it. Now, who brought it up? You beat me to the point. No, it did lose thousands. It was at 6,000 something, and then it dropped to right. Yeah, it was at 6,000 something, and it dropped down to 5,000. And now it's back up, like I said, to 5,500, 56, 57. But it immediately dropped over 1,000. Definitely over 1,000. I think like 15 or roughly that. Somebody said this. Where is it? Still can't get over. Yeah, so the NECA Turtle Van is $250. Fully painted, interior details, LED dates, no crowdfunding. Launched back in March, and people had tax return money. Yes, so with that, it's $250. And this much smaller Ghost Rider Charger with the figure is $350. It kind of puts in perspective about what you're getting here. Now $250 is actually a pretty good price for the Turtle Van. I might have thought it was maybe a little bit expensive, but it came out right after the Super 7 one came out, which was like $450 or some shit. So wait, where are we here? Okay, so yeah, so it seems a little high, and I think if it was even $300, it might be doing better. But that's true, David Edge. So Ghost Rider, I don't know. I'm not a big comics. So I'm not a big comic guy for Ghost Rider. I don't know what kind of following Ghost Rider has. So yeah, I think I don't know if it's as big as some of the other IPs for comics. So I don't know. So that might be true. So it doesn't seem like it was one of the biggest one. But hey, that's a good point. So where are you? So a lot of people that's another great point is they keep forgetting, like, I guess they don't even they don't it doesn't they don't even consider the fact of A, how much money we shell over to them every month just as a regular collector getting these figures, right? And B, that there's actual crossover among the fandoms. They don't understand that either. Because a lot of people just spent the 300 plus on the His tank, and now here's another one where I'm sure there's plenty of GI. Now, you have to assume that GI Joe collectors also collect Marvel Legends or Star Wars or both, because GI Joe is a new line. So you got collectors from other IPs or other toy lines that collect GI Joe now. I think there's a very rare amount. I think the person who just started collecting straight up GI Joes is very rare because it's a new thing. Not I don't think a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't collect any action figures at all." But this GI Joe line just came out. I'm just going to collect GI Joe. No, you got collectors who are already collecting other lines who started collecting GI Joe because it was a new line. That means that there's a lot of crossover in that fandom. If you collect GI Joes, you probably collect something else, a different line that Hasbro does, at least one. So you have to account for that as Hasbro, that, okay, if we're going to do another one right after the GI Joe one, people just dropped $300 on this His tank. The people who are willing to drop that type of money on a collectible, on action figure geared stuff, just dropped 300 on something. Now we're going to ask them to drop 350 on something else? Like, that has to come, and they've done the same thing before, i.e., during Christmas time when they had 3 of them going on at the same time, right after they had one in the summer, and the Transformer one in between those two, between the one from the summer and the during December. Like, how many adult collectors who are willing to drop like $400 on collectibles do you think there are, Hasbro? There's obviously going to be some crossover. Rancor failed because Rancor failed for a few reasons. That's true. And I'm still butthurt of the Rancor too. I wish they handled it better because I would have one. Rancor was never going to fund multiple Haslams at the same time. Yes. Weak tiers doomed it. Yep. I don't even consider the Riva lightsaber like a Haslab. I don't even consider it like a release. Yep. I don't understand. That has got to be the worst decision. Completely. Where the hell are our loot crates? I got a story about loot crate. I'll tell you guys in a little bit. Where are loot crate turtles? I don't know. There you go. And that pretty much sums it up right there. Darth Clueless. If it was worth it, it wouldn't be a problem. You're right. If it was worth it, it wouldn't be a problem. It would get backed. Yeah, that's a lot of people did. Yep, they weren't going to get their Rancor, so they did the Sky Striker, which I should have done, but I didn't do. The Revelites there was such a joke. Does Hasbro even employ Star Wars fans? I don't know. I think they might. You know what they have? They employ Star Wars fans, but they don't employ any Star Wars collectors, in my opinion. Now that might be right, but and if they do, either those collectors aren't hardcore collectors who are out there looking, hitting up Targets and Walmarts on a regular basis, or they're dumb. So I don't know which one it is, or they're not listening to them. It could be that too. But I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think the marketing for Hasbro on the Rancor was just so weak. I think they screwed up every avenue that you could screw up on the Rancor. And the Reva lightsaber was even more phoned in. Yeah, and there's nothing they could do. You knew immediately that they screwed up. I mean, they made a lot of. I mean, nobody knew who she was. How you're like, hey, everybody, drop $500 on this thing for a character you don't know. Like, really? Like, who? Yeah, it should have been just a regular release, and it shouldn't have been. Yeah, you could do it a two-parter, sure. Yes, this is right. Correct. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry. I'm back. No. Number one. Yep, I had to go pee real bad. Oh no. Could you hear it? Damn. Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster doesn't even get acknowledged on Hasbro Pulse. That's too bad. Cookie Monster deserves his play. I didn't wash my hands, but I didn't touch anything. Just. Oh yeah, I haven't been asked what color figure I want for his tank. Crap. Darn. Too bad. So Derek might be retiring from collecting. Someone else commented that on one of the posts about this, is that it's just getting too crazy. Like, things are getting so expensive. And exclusive that it's not even fun to do this anymore. And it's like you got to go get a part-time job just to afford it now. So it's crazy. I get it. So I also wanted to mention just this list of stuff that's coming soon. Some of it is actually pretty good. So I don't know if anyone saw, but Walmart has a Walmart Collector Con coming up. Yeah, Force Friday. So I don't think we'll ever see a Force Friday again. It's just too much, especially after the pandemic. Like, everything has changed so much in collecting that it's mostly online now. So I don't think that. And for the last, for for a couple of them at least, um, the amount of figures that they anticipated would sell was way too high, and they overproduced so much stuff that it's oversaturated the market to the point where retailers had to clearance them all. So I think just too much happens online now for there to be a Force Friday again. Yeah, so um I don't think there'll be another Force Friday. I mean, maybe if they come with a new movie or something, they'll do a Force Friday. Yeah, and that's another problem, Ross, especially for me because I was more of I'm always been more of a like a completionist. It's very hard for me to be like I'm just gonna get this one guy. But now we're at a point where like it's crazy to be a completionist at this point for just say Black Series. There's way too much stuff. I mean, you can't be one for Marvel Legends either. They have a new wave every 2 weeks, deep, like a 8-figure wave every 2 weeks. So it's crazy. You can't. I mean, there's too much credit collection and carbonized and all this other crap. Um, and I mean, now we talked about it the last couple live streams. We've seen this before. We're back to the point where we're getting a lot of new figures from new characters in new shows that will eventually all be peg warmers. Well, I'm not gonna say they'll all be peg warmers, but usually new figures are new characters are eventually peg warmers. And we got lucky. We got a gap of time where after they stopped selling sequel trilogy stuff, where they did a lot of like OTPT and expanded universe stuff, and the waves were great. And you're like, this is what it should have been. And now we're getting a lot of just repacks, and the new molds are new characters that nobody cares about yet. And we're getting back to the years of like 2015 to 2019 roughly, and 2016 to 2019, which were the only times where there was quarters where Hasbro was in the red Star Wars wise. So unfortunately, it looks like we're getting back that way. So I used to do that's yeah, that's another thing. There's no midnight opening at Toys R Us anymore. There's no Toys R Us. So yeah, it's just Walmart and Target, and Walmart's probably not going to be prepared. The last couple of times I think I went to a Walmart on Force Friday, I had to tell them like that more. I'm like, hey, there's supposed to be stuff, and they're like, what? And like, yeah, there's supposed to be a bunch of stuff out for this Force Friday thing. Target was on point, but Walmart had no idea it was. And then they brought out all the stuff, and it was all crap. It was all like role play for kids and stuff. They had none of like the new figures that I would actually want. No, so the younger generation isn't as heavily into action figures or getting up and going to stores. That's just not something they do. They just order stuff online. They don't like to get up and go do something when it comes to buying stuff. So that's where I'm at this point, this Jedi Crafts. I forget the million. Oh, by the way, I forget the million thing. And the guy who won last week, I'll do it this week though. For sure. My bad. Just been busy. Yeah. So I got to focus more on stuff I really want instead of. Oh, I had a question for you guys too. So, instead of everything, because I just can't. On top of that, I'm trying to make some other moves financially that I can use the extra dough to do. But I did have a question. So, I instead of looking it up, which I should have done, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just ask the people in here so they can answer it. And hold on, let me catch up on these comments. So I used to do that. It was actually fun jamming in when there was lull in the Black Series. Like this was years ago when there would be lulls. You could go back, yeah, to older figures and get some stuff, which was kind of fun. Right. The Darth Eddie. And it never helps that half the new Black Series figures are repaints that are Jiffy Lube exclusives. You need a coupon to get. Yep. TVC has not been getting much love recently, but there is some TVC stuff coming. The Axe Wolves, by the way, the Target exclusive one. Jimmy C. You can buy an Xbox or PS or a PlayStation, which is more parts and electronic than has. Yes, for the Haslab price, I can buy an Xbox. Yeah, so all four of the new one. That's probably what we're gonna get for Pulsecon too. Is a bunch of Andor reveals of mainline figures because you're right, Darth Eddie, that the only four figures that we've seen are gonna be or are available are all Walmart or Target exclusives, which is just insane, you know? Yeah, I don't. It's hard to be completely. Um, Blaine, all right, good to talk to you, man. We'll see you next time. Yeah, Star Wars doesn't get the respect it should. I feel. I feel ya. Yep, me too. I used to be all for going to a dozen stores to find one figure. Then I realized you just a few more bucks, you can have it online. Get your time right. Get your time back while you're paying for gas anyway. Yeah, it's just easier to do it that way. I mean, the only thing you don't get is that like that feeling when you find it finally, and you're like, yes, I did it. I'm gonna make my own film. I like that. We can all make one together. We'll all work on it. Exactly. Mortgage or these figures. Very tough. Tougher decision than you would think, right? You know what's crazy? So yeah, so the Macy's is having Toys R Us's in them. No Macy's near me has one, which sucks. But the Toys R Us that is open, there's one. I think it's in New Jersey, and then the Toys R Us's that I see on in people's pictures is they have all the same worthless crap that got them in trouble in the first place. That Hasbro or the other toy companies are selling them, or it's a bunch of stuff that didn't sell. Then they're like, here, we'll give it to Toys R Us because they usually front their stuff, or at least that's what Hasbro used to do. Is they gave Toys R Us the stuff on the front, which is one of the reasons why they went out of business. But it's all crap. Like I don't know, maybe it's selling. I don't know, but I mean, especially when that first Toys R Us opened, the one that's in Jersey, the last one. Like when you saw the Star Wars section, it was literally all stuff that didn't sell, and they just threw it all at Toys R Us. Here, you try to sell it, right? Right. In 2005, Star Wars figures were $5.88 and gas was $2. Now it's basically $20 and $4 for gas. It's not cost effective. Yep. Oh, look at that. What's up, John Milko? Got the Morak Boba Fett in a store. You bought it at Target. You found it. Western Mass. That's out there. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be one in Dartmouth. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They sent them all this old figures that didn't sell. And they're like, now you try to sell it, which is one of the reasons that got them in trouble in the first place. Because they had all that old Star Wars stuff that they fronted them and that they couldn't sell, like Captain Zuvio, Constable Zuvio. Yep. See? My local Toys R Us, my local Macy's Toys R Us section had vintage collection figures. They're all Lando, Wave, and Tebow. Yep, they're just going to sit there. Yeah. I never found one in the store, but I did end up with one. I ordered them online. They were online, available online at one point for cheap, for like $11 each at the Walgreens website. Um, I mean, yeah, I'm still waiting for mine too. For classifieds. Constables do it. Okay. All right. So, yes. So I did have a question for you guys. I was hoping somebody can. So, because I could have just looked it up, but I thought this would be more fun. Yeah, those were horrible exclusives. Toys R Us exclusives. The Ray with in the book thing, right? And then the Akbar set with the who's in the what's he had an Imperial trooper, Imperial officer or something. Yeah. And they got Zuckus too, but that yes, a lot of people have had Zuckus, yeah. So the Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi series Vader. Is there anything different about that Vader? Or is that just a repack of the last one that they did? I was figuring someone in here would probably know, and it'd be a lot more fun to ask than for me just to go look it up because I don't remember. And mine are supposed to be. I've ordered two. They're supposed to be on the way from Amazon. I was just wondering if it's the same figure or not. So I haven't seen the Walmart exclusive GI Joe classified retro carded figures. They were available online. I haven't seen them in stores at all. But okay. So all right, everybody knows. Wait, where am I? It's the same as pretty much a repack of the Empire. Okay, has like different paint. Repack of the 40th New Hope one. Okay, it's the New Hope mold. Okay. Well, I was gonna Black Series Vader, but what about the TVC one? It's the new. Oh, okay. It's a retool of the A New Hope. Okay, pretty sure. Helvet mods. Okay, so it's worth me getting then. Okay. What about the TVC one? Is there which I have in the other room actually? TVC is a new mold. Oh. So okay. Well, the Rogue One wasn't okay. So it's a definitive So the Kenobi TVC figure is the definitive A New Hope Vader. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. So, see, that was fun. That was a lot funner than looking it up. So I did want to mention some of the stuff that's like now shipping, just so we can get it out of the way. Someone's calling on the phone. All right. So, hey, Derek. No, I mentioned at the beginning of all these live streams that that's not the case. I'm not moving to just streams instead of the videos. I want to still do the videos. I just don't have the time right now. So, put it on speaker. Put on speaker. So I don't have the time to do the other videos. They take a lot of time sometimes, well, most of the time. So in the meantime, I'm doing the live streams. So I haven't switched formats. I'm just adding the live streams to, the things that happen on the channel. But as soon as I have more time, I'll do the other videos as well. So just bear with me. They'll eventually start coming back. I see. Okay, so it's not. I see. Interesting. Thank you. Unfortunately, armor is not a New Hope accurate, so it's not definitive for a New Hope. Got it. Still cool though. Let's see. So we went over the Target exclusive Andor figures, which are available right now for pre-order. Right, I brought those up. Right. So if you, all right, I did. I did, as I remember, I said that I'm not pre-ordering them. I don't know where they are, but anyway, so right, those are available for pre-order. So it's currently shipping to the US, so we're gonna be coming soon. These all right, funny. Thank you. Yes. I like talking to you guys too. So it looks like Wave 34 is going to be early. It's on its way now. So that's the one that has like the new Grief Karga and the Black Series Axe Wolves in it. So actually, if I can hold on, let me see if I can bring up a picture of Wave 34. So it's the one with and then it has Clone Wars Maul in it. Here it is. Oh, okay, good. Yes. Cool. So it's this one. There we go. So that's on the way. So we got Sakura in there, Grand Inquisitor, Clone Wars, Maul, another Grogu, because that's what we need. More Grogus. Look at all the empty space in this plastic thing. This is $24.99. That is insane to me. We got Migs coming. So decent enough wave on the way. Oh, hell yes. No, I didn't talk about it. But okay, so yes, there's been a rumor that Classified is moving to Pulse only. That's not the case in the US. As far as I know, this is what I've gathered. It's only true for the UK and the EU. It'll be Pulse only there, and it's going to be still be available at other retailers in the US. So it's only affecting the UK and the EU. I don't know if that's where you're at, but that's what I've gathered so far. Yeah, me too. Wouldn't that be great if Hasbro put as much effort into Imperial Stormtroopers as they do Shore Troopers and Death Troopers? Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Derek. Another grief to warm the pegs. I like it. Um, yeah, for sure. Those, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, Mr. Grudge. Yep. So yeah, so that's what I've heard about that. What else? Oh, so I don't know if any of you were actually interested, but the new archive wave is coming too. Now that's the one that has a couple WTF figures. The WTF figures of the group. That's Han, the Force Awakens Han. It's got Tarkin. It's got a Chewie because it's not because why do they keep giving us Chewies? Like, I think we've got enough Chewies. So a Chewie in it, and then Boosh, which is actually one that I wanted to see. So that one I'm actually interested in. But so that's on the way too. Um, the what is it? One Jack? I think that's the Walmart exclusive. Yeah. So the Walmart exclusive Black Series. I think it's Jack or Jay's. I don't even know. See how much I know and I'm paying attention? I have no idea. This guy. So he's on the way. Oh, it's a bad picture. So yeah, so Walmart had those two exclusives, and one was the the Purge Trooper. Here we go. I'll bring this up. One of them is on its way, so it should be getting it soon. I pre-ordered them both, but so the Forlom looking one is on the way. So cool. What's up, 19? Wow. So floor boss secure is its appointment. Horrid hips, and altogether that torso sculpt not looking good. She's a woman, not a 12-year-old girl. Oh wow. So you're gonna take the head off for a Darth Town. I like that idea. Oh, Gentugo, what's going on? Really, you're saying hi to David and not me. So more Dark Troopers are coming. So in TVC and Black Series Dark Troopers. So the TVC Dark Trooper is on its way, as long as also Black Series Trooper coming too. I like it. I like it. Oh, I know you guys are gonna be excited about this one. You know what else is on the way? I would love a Black Talon figure. So what else is on the way? Get ready. Everybody's excited. You can take a big sigh of relief. It's wave 3 of the credit collection on the way. I know everybody's been waiting and wondering, when is this shipping? When can we get our credit collection figures? We're so glad there's a wave 3. Well, guess what? On the way. Lots of fun. All right, let's see. Where are they? Let me see if we can bring up the wave 3. There it is. So there's most of wave 3 right there. So on the way. Yes. I was just busting balls, dude. I was whatever. It's all good. Yes, Savile, yes, new credit collection. We can't wait to get it. I can't wait to spend $39 on the Dark Trooper exclusive over at Hasbro. I'm so excited. So the Purge Trooper, it's so the Purge Trooper I just showed is a Walmart exclusive. So yes, Walmart exclusive. But it's where is he? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where he is. Anyway, yes, he's a Walmart exclusive. What was I gonna say to you? Oh yes. And also, I don't know if anybody's excited for this. So the Target exclusive, the Target exclusive. So, oh, okay. So Gentugo, Dark Trooper on the way from Big Bad Toy Store. So, the Black Series Target exclusive Obi-Wan from the Kenobi series. I think that's the Tibetan Station one. I'm not sure how to pronounce it because, like I said, I haven't seen the show. So yeah, that one's on the way too. So I think that's sold out right now, unfortunately, over at Target. But that's on the way. Oh, and I know some people in here are going to be excited. And that's not sarcasm, by the way. I know sometimes it's hard to tell. So we got some product code names from Indiana Jones figures that are coming. I know, and there's going to be an Indiana Jones panel at Pulsecon. So we got 6 figures coming. These I think are the 6-inch. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not all figures, he says. So he says that it's probably the 6-inch figures, and then there's a couple role play items as well because the prices are $22.99 to $50.99. So the 6-inch figures are going to be $22.99. There was also, they originally said that it's going to be 6-inch figures and 3.75-inch figures. So probably going to see some of those over at Pulsecon. Yes, I have seen the Star Trek figures. So they look kind of like the old school packaging too, which is kind of cool. Let's see. So yeah, so I don't know much else other than that about the Indiana Jones figure. So, but we're gonna get some info at PulseCon. So I know that some people were actually pretty excited about that. What else did I mention? Okay, did I mention? Yes. So the Bandai figure we went over. There's actually some new model kits that are hitting Target. I found a couple of them the other day. But there's at least 3 that I know for Star Wars. I mean, specifically. There's the Grogu. There's the Boba Fett Starship or Slave 1, depending. And there's also one that is a Book of Boba Fett. which should be cool because the band, I don't know if you guys know, but the Bandai model kit for for Boba Fett, the one they have for regular Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett was actually pretty cool. So hopefully the one that's regular Boba Fett, it's going to be awesome too. Yep. There you go. Boba Fett Starship, that's right. And on Amazon, you can get Bit for tuna for $18. All right, so yeah. So that's what we got. Let me see. Oh, did you guys hear about the the Black Series Braca Cad Bane, which is a Amazon exclusive. It's started to ship. We talked about it, I think, last week. So it started to ship, but here it is. So that's the one we're talking about. So it started to ship. It's an Amazon exclusive, but some people instead they received the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi figure instead of the Braca Cad Bane. Amazon sent them Obi-Wan Kenobi instead. And this isn't the first time that Amazon has done this. They did that with the G.I. Joe Classified BAT, the Bat figure when it was like $50. They did the same thing and sent people like the Cobra officer or something. So I hope it didn't happen to you, but for some people, unfortunately, they didn't receive it, and it's not back up for pre-order yet. So, like I said before, I missed out. I totally forgot. I spaced on the pre-orders, especially, and this is the worst pre-order to space for because you knew it would sell out, and I didn't remember till like well after 1 o'clock. So. I've never seen them in a Walmart, but I got mine. They shipped them to me. I've never seen those figures actually in a Walmart, though. That's funny. Literally had dust on it. We've had it in England for that long. That's funny. Rampart might be in stock. A lot of the Walmart exclusives are still in stock. The Imperial Shock Trooper was in stock was the last time I checked. Yeah, you're right. Could have been Reva, but you got the Wandering Jedi. So I feel bad for those people. But another all-star performance from Amazon. So all right. So Pulsecon is coming, and they revealed the line, the schedule. And Star Wars is on the second day. The first day, let's see if I can bring it up here. Yes. So the first day is the 30th, Friday the 30th. And the G.I. Joe panel is at 1:15. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. But you might even need to watch it later because it is on a Friday. I don't know why they don't do it for Saturday and Sunday, and they do it Friday, Saturday. But that's what we're dealing with. It is Hasbro, so who knows? And let's see, Magic the Gathering, Indiana Jones. That's at 3:30 Oh, I'm sorry. This is actually what the fuck? This is actually the wrong day. I'm confusing people now. I'm sorry. That's the wrong day. Here we go. This is September. This is the 30th. This is Friday. Friday. We're gonna restart. Here's Friday. Transformers at 1:15. Power Rangers. Let's see. Starting lineup. If you need to know about that, that's at 3 p.m. Maybe they'll clue us in of why it's so damn expensive. Fortnite. Then Marvel Legends 3:45. Hasbro Pulse Premium Early Access at 5, and then access starts for all fans at 6. That's for the exclusives. So the exclusives are going to be available on Friday, September 30th, 5 o'clock for members, for Hasbro Pulse members, and then 6 o'clock for everybody else. That's Friday, September 30th. So if you're gunning for those exclusives, that's when they're going to be available. On October 1st, G.I. Joe, this is Saturday, October 1st, 1:15 G.I. Joe. Indiana Jones is at 3:30. Hasbro panel on Star Wars, that's what we're looking for. 3:45. 3:45 on Saturday. And then at 5 o'clock, you can get the exclusives again for premium members, and then 6 o'clock access starts for all fans. Again, so I don't know if they'll all be available for both days, but sometimes they split it up where some are available for the first day and some are available on the second day, but they're going to be available both days starting at 6 for everyone. So yes, so we have a Star Wars panel. Looks like it's at least an hour, and the G.I. Joe panel is only 15 minutes. So nice. I didn't even bring that up for you guys to see. I'm sorry. There you go. So Hasbro announced the credit collection Wave 4 and Riva as the highlight. Yes, awesome. Huh. Well, I said tossed in the trash, and wow. Yeah, this is so I see what we're talking about here, but the one of the I think the reason somebody knows better than me. I don't even know why I'm going to talk about it. But he named it Django named the ship Slave 1 because he was a slave and he was freed, and it was in some type of like reverse type of way that he named it Slave 1. And somebody else probably knows better than I do. But I thought that's why it was called Slave 1. Oh geez. What is it? Jedi, what is this on your IG? Rectangular found a single release 40. What is this? What are you talking about? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what. Well, I guess that's part of it, but you know, you can call Leia Hut Slayer Leia. I kind of like that one because she did kill him. That was kind of cool. I thought that was good. You know, it was kind of like a like an overcoming, empowering thing. You just killed Jabba with the chain that she was enslaved with. So I don't know. All right, so that's most of the stuff that I had to talk about. There was some other toy news for other toy lines. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. But for Star Wars, that's basically everything, I think. Oh, well, we got to see the rescue set. So for Pulsecon, there are two exclusives that we'll probably be excited to see, and that's the Black Series. If you want to talk about overpriced things, that's the Black Series Cassian, which for the new show, which is this, it's $56, if you can believe that. Let me see if I can bring it up. Here it is. It's $56. It comes with a new droid, which has emo in his name. What is it? It's like R2 emo or something. And then it's Cassian in this outfit, and he's super shiny for some reason. I don't know why. Super shiny. It's $56, right? It's $56 or $57. Super overpriced. I'm on the. I don't know. I think that it's just too high for me. I don't know anything about. Maybe I'll watch the show and I'll love it, and I'll be like, I need to have this, but I doubt it. So it seems rather high for something like this. So I don't know. The only reason I usually buy the exclusives, even if I'm not super into them, just because they're exclusives. I end up, if I don't get them at some point, I usually regret it. So that might make me get it. But then there's the yes, then there's the TVC one, which is the rescue set. The rescue set for Mando, which we got a glimpse at from overseas, which is this. So it's more repacks. It's more TVC repacks. They call this a 4-pack as well. So it comes with some extra fire accessories and stuff, but other than that, it's all repacks. So, and this is $75 too, by the way. So overpriced as well. More overpriced stuff. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad somebody's interested in other toy lines. Oh, I see. Found a SKU. Okay. Found a SKU. Yeah, I hope we get some stuff. Sometimes they save a lot for this. Now, we haven't had a reveal live stream in a long time from Star Wars or for any of the toy lines, which I think is a mistake because they've had a lot of new stuff come out that, you know, they don't really tell us what it is. I have a lot of questions about it, like what's new about it and everything, and we don't have a live stream talking about it and just kind of have to rely on reviewers to tell you. But I wish that there was. So we'll see. We're gonna see a lot of stuff that's coming out in 2024 though, for real. You like the new droid? Okay, I know nothing about the new droid. I just know that the EMO is the end of his name. Yep. Cassian Andor, one of the biggest peg warmers in the history of toys, has an exclusive. That's $56. Right. Nice. Yes. All digital renders. We're due for some new G.I. Joe stuff. For real. Then there's the exclusive, the Serpenter exclusive. When he's on his thing, the G.I. Joe classified, that's going to be available for Pulsecon as well. So interesting. The fact that they refuse to explain why they've canceled Hutslayer Leia or Ula just shows that they're hiding something. Yes, excuse. Lego still had both in recent Skywalker saga. So I think that like the cancellation of Hutslayer Leia it's kind of like an overhyped thing. I don't think it, although when asked, Jason from at Face said no, there's no chance that it's coming. So I think it would have been an awesome candidate for the 40th anniversary. I think she desperately needs a new face sculpt. If you're going to talk about figures that need the photoreal tech, that's one of them. And Ula too, but I mean, I just more so the Hutslayer Leia. So I hope we get one. I know that I don't know if they spend like there's the whole like canceled thing, but it turned out that was like kind of hype and wasn't legit. And Hutslayer Leia was one of the figures that were on one of the voting that we could vote for what's the next Black Series figure. She was on it with one of the 10 figures that we could vote for. So, yes. Yes, the Black Series. Do I like them? Oh. They're okay. I wish that they would do their own Clone Commando mold though, just release like a white one and then a black one, and then the bulkier side ones, and then release. You could do so much with those molds. You can release so many different ones, but I think we're due for like a Clone Commando like mold. It seems like an obvious one to do, one you could release multiple figures from. I think that the Delta Squad ones for gaming grades are okay. They're decent enough, but yeah, I agree with you. I think they're too thin, and I think that it deserves Clone Commando deserves its own mold because of the reason you could so much stuff. You could use it so many times. Grogu Grogu 2-pack revealed with 2 Grogus. Nice. Yeah, man, it's crazy. $75 for 2 soft good capes, new flame and weapon effects, and the seed of Grogu. Yeah, it's insane. Sex bots finally showing up. Yeah, nice. So this is actually that's funny that you say that, Apollo Ape, because this might be the first time. I didn't realize this, but this might be the first time for any of the when the convention exclusives or PulseCon exclusives that haven't wanted either one. This might be the first time ever. Like, we used to get some of the best exclusives. We talked about it before. Like, some of the exclusives they used to do were so awesome, and like these are just pretty lazy and just aren't. Nothing says, "Oh, I definitely need that" to me. And I'm losing my voice. Yep. That's funny. Yeah, he does. It's better credit collect. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes they let us know about like the sculpts and stuff. Well, if it's a new sculpt, they definitely let us know. They're like, "Ooh, look at us, new sculpt." I would love A TVC ULA. I have that the exclusive like mail away Power of the Force ULA thing that you could send away for back in the day. I'm talking like the 90s. Hmm. That's pretty cool. So if it's a rescue hallway set with 2 regular Dark Troopers, one with a lightsaber damage or Force Crush damage, and a Luke. Yeah. Yeah, they could have fixed stuff up. They could have put a Luke in there. Now we're talking. You know? Yeah, that's one of the ones I was talking about. That Thrawn exclusive and his trophy room, the box double at his trophy room, and he had all like different trophies and from his exploits. Yeah, that's a serious exclusive, and that was only $50, by the way. That was $50. The same, the Thrawn set is worth one starting lineup figure, which is insane. The Joe team does seem to be shooting itself in the foot recently. Yeah, I don't think they'd ever make a Darth Talon either. But she's too cool for them. She's too cool for them. Yeah, I think that's the problem too. B2 emo, is that how you say it? B2 emo? Yeah, the Thrawn set is the real deal. Yep. Reuse everything for all these exclusives. We get nothing new. All right, let me see. Yeah, the Thrawn set is definitely worth some money now. I forget how much it is. It's a few hundred. It's always on the most expensive Star Wars releases in the videos I make. Yeah, exclusives used to be the exclusives for these type of things were always have generally, I wouldn't say always, but have generally been awesome. And now we don't. Now we got nothing. And I think even though you want to save like the cool, you don't want to make everything that's cool or really wanted to be exclusive. I've said this before. Nowadays, it's so much easier to get the exclusives that I think that it's appropriate to make them awesome. Whereas you wouldn't want them to be awesome back in the day because unless you were there, you're not going to get it. Now they're available online for hours or days even. So if you wanted one, you could get one. So yeah, I think that they should start making awesome exclusives again. Yeah, because Luke is the. I'm talking about to put him in there, just to include him, because I would buy it. Yeah, that's true. Companies don't want to make scantily clad women in the Me Too era. What's up, Wheels of Chaotic Doom, Australia? So yeah, um, so a lot of yeah. So I don't think the companies. Yeah, I agree 100%. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I can't say that's unfortunate just because you know I don't want to. Yeah, it makes you sound like, well, make more scantily clad women. Why don't I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not banging on the door for that, but it's just they're classic characters. They're you know I mean, I don't think they're. I know how they don't want to promote that, but I don't know. They're kind of figures that I want. Yeah, I don't. They're so slacking in the vintage collection. It's pretty. Yeah, the vintage collection hasn't had any good reveals or anything in a long time. Right now we just get Paz Vizsla with a John Favreau head for my bank account. Yep, me too. Those are our exclusives now. Right, I know. That's how yeah, they're yes, but I mean, they could still be considered sexist because even if they're classic figures, it was back then, and they did what they could have had more clothes on. Some man designed it. You know what I mean? So it could be truly. Yeah, yes, nice Honduras. Welcome from Honduras. Right, exactly. I agree. I don't. This is what I mean. I don't agree with it fully, but I see where they're coming from. Oh, that's interesting. That'd be cool. Um, what's up, Jacob? Yeah, we got Wilbur Hood, random background guy with an ice cream maker. Now we can't get vintage collection Black or Stanton, and the show is out. Nice. Yeah, me too. So hold on. So there is some other news, toy wise. This is just for me. I don't think anyone else is going to care. But Trick or Treat has House of a Thousand Corpses figures. Apparently, this doesn't want to work. That are available for pre-order now. I already have Captain Spaulding, so I think that's pretty cool. That's cool for me. Um, so yeah, so we got a picture. Yeah, Crimson Guard. Somebody get the picture of it, which looks pretty cool. I think this is still available for pre-order. So the Mafex, the reissue of the Mafex Beskar Mando is available over at Big Bad Toy Store, which was a really good figure. So he's available over there. I don't know if you guys are NECA Ninja Turtles, but the last Ronin figures, there's 2 different ones. You can pre-order them. They're fan channel exclusives. But there's 2 different ones, and we got a look of them here finally. Here's one of them. And here is the other one. He's shirtless. They're both should be coming out soon, but they're available for pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Oh yeah, so we got to see. Where is she? So Ironheart from the new Black Panther movie that's coming, which was people found at Target. So new figure, looks pretty good. Supposed to be, I guess, kind of accurate to the comics. That's not my forte, so I don't know. So Omega Spawn. Look at this bad boy. Omega Spawn coming soon. That's the real deal right there. So yeah. Oh yeah. Mafex Mark 85 battle damaged Iron Man and upgraded suit No Way Home Spider-Man, both available for pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store right now. Just happened today, I think. And look at this bad boy. I don't have to say anything about that. Look at that. 9-inch tall Mech Warrior Leo. Pre-orders now open at Big Bad Toy Store. That's what's up. Comes with a ton of exclusives, accessories. We talked about that. Oh, all this is hitting Walmart or Target now. That Deathstroke looks pretty awesome. And that's the Throne Black Adam. Look at that. Cool. We talked about that. More Spawn figures. Pre-orders open for the Mr. Arnold Hammond Collection 3.75-inch figure is now open over at Target. And that's mostly it. Oh, right. So we got to see Injustice 2 Supergirl from McFarlane, which Karen Hair is killing it. And then we have the NECA The Fog Stevie Wayne figure, which you can only get from Shout Factory and ordering a bundle of the movie and the figure included, but it's a NECA figure because just the figure is sold out. It sold out before the figure was revealed. And I think most of this other stuff I spoke about last week. I think that's most of the stuff. Sunman and the Rulers of the Sun 3-pack. That's for Target exclusive, now hitting stores. That's pretty much everything. Did I lose everybody? No. That's most of the stuff. And this just got revealed today. This is King Spider from Spawn. And then they just revealed these the other day. This is right, Sam and Twitch 2-pack from Spawn. More Spawn stuff coming very soon. Oh yeah, so new versions for the BST AXN. We got Krang is coming, and these Bebop and Rocksteady that come with their human heads, which is cool. In the packaging. So those are available for pre-order now at Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, I think. Both of them. And they live. Just speaking of they live. Glow in the dark They Live figures available for pre-order $9.26 at Super 7. They might even be available right now at Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth for a pre-order. But those are coming. I thought that was cool. So yeah, a lot of toy stuff. All right, let's see. Yep. Ronin figures look awesome. I can't wait for them. Also, Slash should be coming too. I don't know if you saw the Slash figure. I didn't have a picture of it, but I know it's been hitting stores in Hong Kong, so it should be on its way. Yeah. Tales of the Jedi. We'll see what they make figures for that. Yeah, true. Yeah. We didn't get much for Vintage Collection. Well, I guess that's a little bit. I mean, we didn't get Palpatine for Black Series or for TVC. We didn't get any version of Palpatine, which is unfortunate because I really wanted Super Sheev or even Decrepit Sheev. I wanted them both for Black Series. I thought they'd be awesome, but nope. David Edge. Wow. So Lost Boys. Okay, so Lethal Weapon, Young Guns. I love it. So you can get Lost Boys Super 7 reaction figures. They're the figures that, they're 5 POA. But they're on the retro cards. They have Lost Boys figures for that. Well, the Still Sean should be coming soon. Yeah, Omega Spawn looks crazy, right? Uh, aren't I think Token Razor Animated is I don't know, is it still available at Target.com? It was for a while. Let me check. It might still be up. It was up for a long time. Let me see. Oh, this is going to take too long. Let me see if I can do it this other way. I can't believe. Here it is. Oh, it's sold out. Maybe it'll come back up. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, Rat King I really wanted. I'm glad that came out. And the Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah. So my Target was kind of stacked with stuff too. I already had that though. I think I ordered it from the NECA website. Yeah, I'm still missing for a lot of that stuff too. Yeah. Yeah. Karen hair for real. If I had to pick a vintage collection, which character do you want to see the bounty hunter? I think I want the Cat Bane. Let's see. Yeah, so the Black Adam for 25 comes with the throne. Yeah, so Super 7 Ultimates are yeah. I wish the price was lower because the figures are actually pretty dope a lot of the time. But I agree with you. I mean, I thought they were high when they were the figures used to be 45 if you remember the waves that came. It wasn't until like the Turtles third wave maybe that they went up to 55, and they had waves of other toy lines before that. And now they're 55, which is just too much. No, just the ones that I saw that they put up the other day. They're just the 4 sets. Those are the only ones that I saw. Hey, well, they're Indiana Jonesing it up, so maybe we'll get Blade Runner. Who knows? Yeah, so They Live is an awesome movie. Yeah, so you can get Lost Boy figures, but like I said, they're reaction figures. So they're 3.75-inch, they're 5 POA, but they come with pretty cool like card art, like it's retro. Hmm. Yeah, we didn't get a General Pride, that's true. Yeah. So, um, you can get so I showed Super 7 ones, that's the reaction figures I was just talking about. The retro ones, they have other They Live figs, and then NECA has, some too. You can get there's the Alien 2-pack, and then they have John Nada, who's, uh, Roddy Piper. They have his figure, and then there was an exclusive who's the black guy, I forget his name in the movie. But that was a Shout Factory exclusive, which you can't get anymore. The Shout Factory. That's the same place you're gonna get that Stevie Wayne figure from the Fog. But both are sold out. No, I get you. I used to be the same way. Got to find it in person. I've seen it at least one Target. I was going to say a couple, but I don't remember if it was twice at the same Target, 2 different times. I can't even begin to contemplate what KK is doing to Indiana Jones at the moment. Be concerned, be very concerned. So who can I can't do it. Never mind. So yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see what they do with Indiana Jones, especially what kind of figures they would do, right? So I know there's multiple versions of Indiana Jones you could do, but I don't know. I'd love to see. I wonder how many figures would be in a wave. So yeah, so that's most of the stuff. That's pretty much everything. I don't know if there's anything else I can mention. So yeah. Oh, so yes. I have a giveaway too. I got a giveaway today. I totally forgot. Yeah, I'm with you. So I'm pretty psyched about the Dengar. So I mean, I think that's awesome. So yeah, so I got a giveaway. I didn't know if there's anything else anybody else wants to talk about, but I'm out of stuff. That's all I got. Kind of looking forward to the Pulsecon because I want to see some of the panels. But don't forget about the October 6th Walmart one though. Yeah, so I don't know. So I don't know what to I hope that's the only problem when they bring back stuff. You know, it's never going to be as good generally. It's never going to be as good as the old stuff. So you just kind of ruin it. It's unfortunate that Hollywood can't come up with original ideas anymore. All they can do is resurrect old stuff. I mean, we don't get any original screenplays anymore, unless it's like horror movies. You know, there's no more original screenplays. It's all stuff based off books or comic books or old movies or remaking movies or anything like that. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. Let me just look real quickly in case there's something else. No, I think that's it. So yeah, I don't know. We can do the giveaway unless you guys have something else you want to talk about. I'm pretty much exhausted everything that I wanted to talk about. When I first saw these, I didn't I don't I gotta you know what I gotta do? I gotta watch the intro for the show. And maybe that will jog my memory because if I see like the opening, like the theme song, I might be like, oh yeah, I know what this is because I don't remember it from the 80s. Wow, Ed Wood figures? I don't know if they're ever gonna make some Ed Wood figures. Um, thanks, Mario. Mario always reminding people to like the video. Thanks, man. All right, so we can do a giveaway. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it was a cartoon back in the day. That's why. There was a cartoon in the 80s. I had no idea until Sean Solo mentioned it. So that's why I gotta watch. Yeah, I gotta watch the theme music, and maybe I'll remember. What years was it? What years did they air it? 'Cause maybe it was like before my time, because I was really young in the 80s. So yeah, so giveaways. Oh, all right. So you got a bookmark. So he's been watching them. So we got a big fan here. All right, so we can do the giveaway. Let me see. So I have a giveaway today. It is let me late 80s too. Wow. All right. So if it's the late 80s, I should know about. Let me add myself again. Okay, so we have TVC 3 wow, my brain. Um Ahsoka's Clone Trooper giveaway for today. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look it up. 82. Okay, so if it came out in 82, I'm sure then there probably was, I don't know how many years it would, but then it would be in syndication probably still. I gotta watch it, but I don't remember it at all. All right, so we got the Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. Well, oh, there you go, Mario. So, you know what? I was gonna ask a movie question. I'll do a movie question again. But did you get? You know what I watched the other day, which was good. Have you guys seen? I know some people have, because when I asked the movie questions, they put them. I've seen this answer. It's the movie X. Oh, okay, good. Me too. Well, I'm a Notre Dame fan too, so I'm gonna watch this afterwards. That's the only bad thing about the live streams on Saturday, because Notre Dame usually plays in the afternoon. All right, so X, the movie X. It's a slasher movie. It was good. Thought it was good. It is the Pearl. No, Pearl, which is a horror movie that's in theaters right now, is the prequel to the movie X, which I just watched last night on Amazon. No, just X. It's just X. It's a horror porn, kind of, not really. But it was good. So anyway, let's do this. So here's the question. What was the last movie that you watched? And the winner gets this. What was the last movie that you watched? Let me know in the comments. Not in the comments. In the chat. Let me know in the chat. And I will pick a winner. I'll pick a winner. Yes. We go long. Oh. Wow. All right. So yeah, we go long. Where is he? Somebody said yes. So we're about to close up. But yeah, this is actually, we're closing up at 4:30 today. This is actually a truncated one, because we're usually here past 5. We put in serious work on Saturdays here. Wow, a lot of good ones today. Oh geez, come on. Now it's oh man. This is so hard. This is hard now. I wish I had more. I wish I had more to give away, because now this is difficult. Oh, there are some good ones on this list. Let me see what I can. Jeez. Okay. Wow, this is too tough. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick somebody, but this has been the hardest one ever. for me to choose. I gotta go with God. All right, you know when's all right. All right, Gino. Now there was 3 or 4 of you that almost won, but we're gonna go with Gino. We're gonna go with Gino, but that was tough. Usually there's like a clear winner. This was super difficult. I'm glad you guys are stepping your movie game up. All right, but Gino. Yeah, that was a tough. That was tough. Wow, wow, yeah, that was the toughest one ever. There was like 5 of you. All right, so Gino, where are you at? Where is he? Um let's get this. Where are you, buddy? Here you are. Okay, so Gino, you've won with Ghostbusters. Good for you. Tremendous pick. If let me see. So please, so let me know if you're in here, Gino, because I need you. So Gino, do you follow me on Instagram? If you don't, the runner-up. All right, we can name the runner-ups. Sure. Here we go. We'll start from the beginning. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. So let's see. So Ghostbusters, Return of the Jedi, Super Troopers, Big Lebowski, Memento, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Goonies. All of those could have won. All right, Gino. So, do you follow me on Instagram? And if you don't, that's fine. I'll give you my email so I can get your address, and then I'll mail this out to you this week. He's in the Midwest. Okay, all right, fine. Don't be from the Midwest, Gino. So, Gino, okay, that's fine. Total Recall, that also is a good one. The old one, not the remake. Let's see, what is it? Okay. So my email is toycollectorstarwars.com. I just put it in the chat. I need you to email me there. Just tell me that you won. Tell me what you won. Tell me that you won the Ahsoka Trooper TVC, and I'll get your address and I can mail it to you next week. You got that, Gino? So anyway, this has been yeah, that was we had a good stream. So that was good. Always have fun doing this stuff. Like I said before, I don't get to you're welcome. Yeah, so don't forget to email me. I don't get to speak a lot. I say this every time. I don't get to speak a lot with other people about figures. I get to talk with you guys about it. Went to a toy show today. Good for you. So it's always fun to talk to you guys about it and get your guys' opinion about stuff. So yeah, so it was always fun for me. So we'll wrap it up here. Gino, don't forget to email me. Same time next week. I'm almost positive I might have something Saturday. Yeah, you too, Mario. Definitely. So I gotta double check, but right now it's on. Thanks, Apollo. I appreciate that. That's cool. Just I think everything should be fine for Saturday. I don't know if it's canceled. I'll let you know as soon as possible. But should be the same thing for tomorrow. Oh crap! No, I don't think. Actually, I don't think that we're gonna have show next week. Now that I think about it, because it's gonna be during Pulsecon, and it's going to be during the Star Wars reveals. Because the Star Wars starts at 3:45. So I think we're going to have to cancel live stream for next week. Because I don't want it to interfere with anybody's watching of or participating. Yeah, I thought maybe we could do that. I don't know. All right, let me think about it. I'm not going to cancel it yet. We might be able to do something like that. Watch the presentation during the stream together. Might have to be able to do that. Okay. So we might be able to do that. So I won't cancel it until I think about it. But okay, so awesome. That sounds like fun, actually. All right, so we'll see about next week. I'll let you guys know. But today was awesome. Great talking to you guys, as it is every week. And hopefully we can put something together for next week and we can watch the reveals together. All right, so this was fun. Thanks, guys. Hopefully I see you next week.